Today on Go Island, we're putting you into the meat grinder. Actually, I won't be doing that. We leave that for Mrs. Lovett. A character in Sweeney Todd, Schmooze Productions is putting it on here at Nanaimo Center Stage. That's today on Go Island. Today on Go, the SPCA in Nanaimo reopens after a lengthy closure. Ukuleles are hot in Victoria, and a road trip to the London Heritage Farm. That and more today on Go. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4, and we are on stage at the Nanaimo Center Stage. This is Dean Chadwick. He's getting measured up for part of his costume for Sweeney Todd, the
Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. It's a production by Schmooze Productions. And what is Schmooze Productions? Who are these people? Who is this?
We are Schmooze Productions. Lorna's actually been with us for the last 14 years working on productions. And we started with my wife and I. We decided that it was time to start something in Nanaimo that we could really take hold of and call our own. Yeah. And we've been working with Lorna and other people for years now. And
is it a professional theater company? I know that's a gray area when it comes to theater.
We like to put on professional quality productions on a shoestring budget.
Okay, again, theater. Now, why this show? It's a big undertaking for you.
This show, because it kind of falls under our mandate, which is to push the limits of theater, to expand what Nanaimo has seen before, and certainly Sweeney Todd is a musical thriller that kind of just challenges people and what they think theater is going to be about. Okay.
So is it more challenging, do you think, for you or for the audience? I get there's a challenge on both ends.
I think it's exciting for both. Certainly for me, artistically, it's fantastic to have a big show and work with a huge group of people. And the audience is going to be blown away too.
Now, one of the things I always tell the people that I chat with that I'm going to be very short and then I go long, and that's going to happen right now because I've been seeing all the posts from Schmooze Productions on Facebook.
Yes.
With all your group bookings. You're getting 15 people, 16, 18, 20 at a time.
27 today.
27 in one chunk buying
yes,
tickets.
Yes,
that
in one chunk.
That is fabulous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where are these people coming from?
They are people who have seen our productions before, they've been involved with Schmooze Productions before, and they know the quality that we put on, and they come back and say, I have a whole group that wants to come this time.
That is such good news. So
it's
good
fantastic
to hear.
News, yeah.
We're going to come back and have a look behind the scenes at Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, later in this edition of Go Island. In the meantime, here's Kelly Robinson visiting the SPCA. They have finally reopened their doors after a fairly lengthy closure.
Kiss me, kiss
tonight,
me.
You mean tonight?
The plan is made,
oh,
so kiss me.
I feel a fright.
Be not afraid,
Sir,
tonight
I
I'll stay.
You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. That is Nicholas Atkinson, who plays Anthony, and Brea Chadwick, who plays Joanna, doing a song called Kiss Me. They haven't yet been corrupted by the evil of the meat grinder that is love and life. Actually, no, that's just, it's a scene from Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. It's a Schmooze production that runs here at Nanaimo Center Stage beginning on November the 8th. We're going to throw things over to Nikki Iwanishin in Victoria. She's learning how to play the ukulele. In the meantime, without further ado, the kiss.
Oh, sir.
Here in Nanaimo, Parks, Recreation and Culture offers ukulele lessons to seniors only. There's 3 different levels that takes place at Oliver Woods. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4, and we are in the middle of the creation behind the scenes with Schmooze Productions as they prepare for Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. We'll be back with more in just a couple minutes. Still ahead today on Go Island, Faces in the Wood in Port Alberni, movies to lift the spirits in Campbell River, and a road trip back in time. That and more still ahead today on Go. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. She looks a little bit brutal. That's Wendy Weir, and she's the props master here at Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. And we're getting a real behind the scenes look at all of the action. They're only a few days away now from opening day. Tickets are going great. What exactly, whoa.
Yes, you were saying.
How complicated is this show as far as props go?
Well, it's grown more and more complicated, but then every show absolutely does that, and it becomes great fun as you watch it evolve, because then you see exactly what the director would like to make his version of the show special.
And you said that you really like working with Dean.
Yeah, he's crazy. No, in a good way, in a good way. Dean,
And if it gets out of hand, you can always...
no, I don't give him sharp things. He's one of the directors who really likes to stretch the limits, and I really respect that. So I think it's great fun working for him, and just like the other shows he's done, this is going to be absolutely amazing.
Because you don't see things that are this realistic.
No.
Usually.
Well,
I mean, this is real stew. I could eat it if I wanted to.
yeah, you could, but I wouldn't advise it.
Dinner time. No.
You could have a bite of a pie if you like. Chicken. No, we try and make things as realistic and as true to period as possible, as to Dean's vision. So, for example, if we need to have a drink, then we have to have something to pour into a drink. Like
And that's
that.
apple juice? Is it supposed to be beer, but it's apple juice?
Yeah, it'll be frothy as apple juice. If somebody is drinking gin, we're going to fill this. Actually, this is also just ginger ale, but we'll fill it with 7-Up. At one stage, for, I don't know, the reason, we have a character who is a barber, and he's from Italy. So we went with an Italian flag for him to put around his victims' necks. So it gets bigger and bigger and better all the time.
It's pretty crucial for you to know how these are all going to be used, and
Yes.
how they fit into the bigger picture of the production.
Absolutely, and I do that by trying to watch what Dean is directing and what he wants.
You've got money there?
Yeah. Believe it or not, this is a £5 note from 1835. So although we're can you get that? Although we're mixing the eras a little bit, I really believe it's important to be as authentic as possible. As long as Dean's happy, I'm happy.
And how long have you been scouring this city and others, I'm sure, for your list of props for this show?
I actually have only really started putting together the whole props in the last 2 weeks, because I work visually, so I need to see the production in effect, and it's been up to that point that I've been able to see the whole show. And I'm not alone. I have actually helpers with this production, because my real job gets in the way of my playtime.
I hear you.
So I have some people who are standing in for the nights. And then, of course, I do special effects, so I have to be here for that as well.
And that involves a
So
lot of blood, right?
I'm not going to give that away, because that's a big giveaway, but he is a barber, and he's not particularly nice.
Okay, so
All
to find out
right.
more, you'll have to come check it out. It's
Oh,
Sweeney
yes.
Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, opening here at Nanaimo Center Stage on November the 8th. It is a presentation of Schmooze Productions. We're going to throw things over now to Port Alberni. Jenny Fortin introduces us to an artist who finds faces in wood. Yes, I think now that Halloween is officially over, we're into full swing for the Christmas Artisan Fair, but just don't tell the folks here at Sweeney Todd that, because they're still all about the blood and the gore and cutting off people's heads and putting them into the meat grinder. But anyways, Christmas craft fairs, yes, they are upon us. And speaking of, well, spiritual, passing over from one life to another after you've been ground up in a meat grinder, you might start thinking spiritual. No, there's no connection there really whatsoever. But Campbell River is starting a new cinema series, the genre spiritual theater. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I don't have to go to a barber ever, especially not this one, because I don't know if we've actually said it yet, but Dean Chadwick is Sweeney Todd, and I hope he's not growling at me for not telling. Was I supposed to say that? Is that okay? That's okay to say, but he won't let me actually drop out of this chair. This is the hot seat. This goes down into the meat grinder after my throat has been slit and blood is gushing out everywhere. So as I prepare for my next road trip, we're going to throw things over to Dooney Tozy, who was on a road trip of her own. And that brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island, but the very beginning of the run for Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. It's a Schmooze Productions presentation that opens here at Nanaimo Center Stage. He's evil. I thought he was creeping up on me. Dean Chadwick opens here on November the 8th, runs through until I believe December the 1st. You can get tickets online or at Rich One Beauty on Bowen Road. Thanks for watching this edition of Go Island. We'll see you at the show. It's going to be awesome and gory and tons of fun. Ah!